Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome, folks, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Buffaloes will kick this away to get us going here. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. To the air, it's Manning. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Well, this quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Has the first down and more. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He breaks free. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to run it. It's ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
It's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, that's the gift of having a running back with this kind of speed. Forget about worrying about the inside of this defense. Get to the edge, use his speed, and walk into the end zone.
And the BA team makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. And they'll use the ground game here. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Someone moved just a bit too early. It'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made after a big gain. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky he didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First down, looking for more now. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Lewis. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
No way to run up the middle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Caught quickly. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They couldn't stop him there. So after the momentum shifts, Kurt, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Looking to pass here. And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Back to pass. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end to show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. That puts them back on top. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first down, it's play action. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking for some space. It's Ball. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, they fake it. Can he get there? Cannot even make it back to the line. The return team does a great job snuffing it out and stopping it. That fooled absolutely no one. They were all over that. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Here's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To throw, it's Lewis. Fastball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Buffaloes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The back's got it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Going to hand this off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Design quarterback run. He's got room to run. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Finds his target. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Dropping back. It's Manning. He fires it down the middle. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the return starts just inside the end zone. But he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. He made the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Lewis. It's an out route, the catch made. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
The running back here on a direct snap. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense cannot be stopped. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try. And they bump the lead up even more.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick throw to the left. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Give it to the back again. Looks like Auburn will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They'll try a pass here. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution. We reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff to the back. It's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
And it's a bunch formation. To throw, it's Lewis. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On the ground, it's Hayden. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Lewis. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Buffaloes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. In the red area, it's Hayden. Touchdown, Buffs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over first and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Ball. They got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never...
Taking a shot deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Leaning on the run game here. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football and it falls incomplete.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Price. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And now the running back's got it again. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They go with a direct snap. But quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Handoff in a single back formation. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
On the set. Let's go.
They'll give it to the back. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. What a dream finish for this defense. Take the ball away, crush any chance of a comeback. Now you can just kneel down and secure the win. Quarterback operating an empty set. Back to throw. It's Lewis. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. That's what they needed to secure this victory, Kirk. Number 2 is going to conquer number 1 here early in the season.
Yeah, there's no doubt who the number 1 team will be next week. And to win a game of this magnitude early in the year is going to go a long way with the playoff selection committee come December.
And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the number 1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye, and sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.